Okay, injury front. Miles came out there with an elbow injury, was able to return. Jedrick and Wyatt Teller both had ankle injuries. They were kind of in and out there as well. And then Sendejo being evaluated for a concussion. I know you saw that too. Obviously very disappointed. We came here to get a victory and we didn't. Very hard fought game on both sides. I appreciate how the guys battled, but we just did not do enough to get a win. And we made mistakes really from myself to the coaches, to the players, to the offense, defense, special teams. We just weren't clean enough to beat a good team. And that's disappointing. But it's almost going to be midnight here. It's almost going to be Tuesday, and we got a game coming up on Sunday. So we'll own this, and then we will move on and put all of our efforts into next week. But with that, I'll take any questions.
Hey, Coach, the first question goes to Mary Kay.
Yeah, Coach, can you just kind of address how Baker battled back after that pick? It seemed like he just had that steely resolve and he wasn't going to give up.
Yeah, he did battle, Mary Kay. And on that interception, I will tip my cap to them. That was a good defensive call. It was a great play by their defensive end, dropping on a fire zone. We got fooled there. I got fooled there. But again, you mentioned it. Baker kept battling and was leading the team, and we were moving the ball.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mary Kay. Jeff Tudell, you're next.
Hey, Kevin, it was a good effort by you guys, but was it the tackling that disappointed you the most? Because you guys have been doing a better job of that in recent weeks.
Yeah, Jeff, I'd have to look at the tape to tell you specifics. I mean, obviously, we didn't get them on the ground there a few times. So we'll look at that, and we got to find a way to be better in a bunch of those situations.
Thank you, Jeff. Scott, you're up.
Hey, Kevin. I mean, I know he won the MVP last year, but just how impressive was Lamar in seeing him so close to what he did tonight?
Yeah, I mean, he's a great player. Again, reigning MVP. We know he's great. We've played him before, and he made a bunch of plays. So, again, I give them credit.
And what did you see when he came in on that 4th and 4 right at the 2-minute warning? I mean, it looked like you guys blitzed. What'd you see?
Yeah, we blitzed. He made a play. Not exactly sure what happened, on that play. We'll look at it and get to the bottom of it. But he shouldn't be able to escape the pocket like that. And disappointing. So those are the mistakes that we got to clean up.
Thanks.
Thank you, Scott. Nate Orr, next.
Kevin, what did you see on the final drive there by the Ravens, and just what kind of weapon is Justin Tucker? The degree of difficulty kicking into the dog pound, and what were you thinking during that sequence?
Yeah, we knew he's obviously a great player, so we knew that where his range was. So we were trying to keep him out of that range, and they made a couple nice plays there, and we just have to do better.
Thank you, Nate. Ugly Maurice.
Kevin, obviously you said you guys, you wish you would have gotten this one. You're saying you made some mistakes. You didn't do some things. Are there times in a game like this, though, a guy like Lamar Jackson, and Baker did the same thing, where, you know what? Hey, maybe sometimes we did it pretty well and he just made a crazy play. Like, do you allow yourself that ever, or is it hard to give it up to that?
Yeah, no doubt, Doug. I mean, this is a players' league, and guys are going to make plays. We knew that going into it. You're not going to pitch a shutout versus Lamar Jackson. He's going to get his. Having said that, there's a bunch of plays I know we can do better, and we got to really look at those and make sure that we correct those mistakes.
Thank you, Doug. Steve Dorsey.
Coach, with the way Baker brought the team back, it's hard to even begin to second guess not running a whole lot in the first half. But were you a little bit torn about running versus passing in this game? That's my first question. I got another one.
No, I wouldn't say we were torn. We went into it with a package of plays that we liked, run and pass, and we felt comfortable with what we were doing and felt like we had to score a bunch of points.
Jason Lloyd, you have our next question.
Kevin, I know you're obviously disappointed with the loss, but this is a team that beat you 38-6 in week 1. And to play the game, the type of game that you did tonight, is this evidence of growth in you guys as an organization from week 1 until now? Is that a fair statement?
Yeah, I don't want to go down the moral victories path. We lost, got beat. I'm proud of the guys, how they battled. I really am, but I just look at all the mistakes that we made, and we got to correct them. But, for us to reflect on week 1 to week 13, I don't think we're really in that mind frame.
Thanks, Jason. Next is Jake Trotter.
Yeah, Kevin, sorry I was late. I don't know if you got asked this already, but just the way that Baker's playing right now, you guys are disappointed, but the way he played in the fourth quarter, what confidence does that give you going forward, especially as you guys try to push for a playoff spot?
Yeah, I want to look at the tape on all of our players. Obviously, we're giving a full evaluation, but Baker was battling through that interception again that I'm going to put on me, and he right back at it. So doing a nice job making plays with feet a bunch of times, extending plays, making plays late in the down. So he did a nice job there.
What does that say about him that after that interception, that was a huge play, gave them, control of the game, for him to bounce back on this stage and play as well as he did, where basically he had no margin for error at that point?
Yeah, I think that's what I expect of him. He knows that. I mean, playing this position, you're going to have plays like that you want back, and you have to flush it very quickly because you're on to the next one.
Go to Nate Ulrich.
Hey, Kevin, late in the second quarter, Baker got called for intentional grounding. And the Ravens got good position and ended up scoring. What did you see on that? His arm got hit. What were you saying to the officials, and what was the explanation you got?
Yeah, I talked to Bill about it. He felt like his arm wasn't hit. I disagreed, but that's how.
Mary Kay Cabot, you're up.
Yeah, can you put into words just how bizarre that whole sequence was with, Lamar being gone and then just coming back out of nowhere and making that play that he made in that moment? I mean, I'm sure you've seen a lot of things in your career, but can you describe what that was like?
Yeah, that was strange. I didn't know. I knew he was in the locker room. Didn't know that he was coming back. Unfortunately, their player got an injury there, and then he was back in and made a play. But he's a good player. I know that's not breaking news, but we got to just put the focus on us and what we can do better.
Thank you.
2 more, PJ Ziegler, Scott Petrick. PJ, go ahead.
Hey, Kevin, was Cody Parkey at 100% today? And what did you see on the 2 missed kicks that he had? Because it appeared, at least from here, that the wind was not a factor, at least based on the flags on top of the goalpost.
Yeah, I don't think wind was a factor. Cody's healthy. I think he's fine. He missed a couple, and he hasn't done that all year, so I don't expect that to carry over. He knows he's got to make them.
Last one is Scott Petrick.
Kevin, the fact that Cody had missed those 2, is that why you went for 2 points at one time?
We take a lot of things into account, honestly, Scott, in those moments. So we just felt like we had a play that we liked. There will be times that we kick them, times that we go for 2. Just depends on the moment.